Here.
Yeah, I am.
What the heck's going on, man?
Not too
Relax,
much.
relax, relax,
Hold on.
relax.
Give me a second to get myself squared away here. Hey,
What'd you say?
just a second. Give me a second to get myself squared away here. Sorry. I'm having issues with the app. It's screwed up on me. It's not letting me do like the messages I can't get into. But anyways, we're good. I think.
We're live. I was just talking about how you are always telling us about the latest epidemic about to kill us all.
So I
You
missed
want
that.
to
How you
fill
look up
us in
on
on what you know?
about?
A few
Sorry, I
things
missed that.
that
You.
I was on mute. Am I on mute?
No, but repeat what you
Can you
said.
hear?
Sorry, I missed it.
What I just said was we were talking a little bit before you got here about how you're an expert on epidemics and microbiology, molecular biology, and how
Yes.
much fun that is to talk about all the things that might kill us at any moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
So how are things going with the Ebola stuff now?
It's not great. Not great.
Not great?
I think it's
No?
no, not great. It looks like it's not real great. But the thing is, Ebola is one of these things where it's so deadly that it's hard for something that's that dangerous or that deadly to spread real far because it just kills. I mean, 90% plus of people or whatever can get it die. It's really difficult. It's an optimal virulence thing. The faster, the more people you kill, it's just a lot harder to spread the virus. So the chances of a massive pandemic or something like Ebola are basically zero, unless somebody genetically engineers it in some way, which would be really terrifying. But in any event, I'm not too worried about it. As an everyday person, I don't think you should be all that worried about it. But the other thing about it is you know when people are sick with it. So unlike
Yeah.
Hanta, you can have 20 however many days you're not sick at all. You look perfectly healthy. You're walking around spreading it. That's not the case with Ebola. I mean, you're sick. I think it's within 2 days or
Right.
something. You get symptoms, and they're horrific. I mean, you're bleeding out the eyeballs. I mean, we look really bad. People aren't going to just be like, "Oh, how's it going, buddy?" And shake your hand and stuff. So I think that also helps in the case with Ebola, for making it being able to spread really too far, just because of those things.
Yeah.
So I'm not super worried about it. I don't want to get it, obviously, because man, it's a horrible way to go. But it's a really bad way to go. And the weird thing about Ebola too is when you die, there's this weird thing that happens where all of a sudden like a shit ton of virus just like comes out of all your pores and shit. Like at the moment you die, it's bizarre. They don't exactly know why this happens, but at the moment of your death, there's like a shit ton of virus that comes out of your body. Like I mean, unbelievable amounts. It goes everywhere.
Yep.
So it's like a way of it spreading or something. I don't know. They don't really know why it does that, but it's crazy and gross.
Yeah. There are all kinds of interesting things out there. We were talking also, one of the things that's been worrying me closer to home is the what are they called?
Yeah,
Screw worm
screwworms. How they
flies.
go screw? Yeah, screwworms. Yeah, Jed loves some screwworms. Yeah, the screwworms, man. They're also really shitty. You don't want to get screwworms because, man, that's talking about a horrible way to go. Flies erupting out of your orifices. Orifices.
But
The thing is
they don't
scary about
actually
them.
kill you, right? They just
Oh, they
make you
will kill.
suffer a lot,
No, no,
right?
they will kill you eventually. Yeah, at high enough concentration, of course, they'll kill you. And you can't. There's no treatment, right, other than surgery to get them out. And they're really deep up in there. It's a horrific surgery. It's really
Yeah.
not
I
easy,
always
really, to
find
get them
these
out.
conversations so, yeah, I'm always so grateful after I talk to you that I don't have like little larvae,
Yes.
crawling around inside of my skin.
Yeah. Well, you do actually. They're just not.
But
They're
then
just small
again,
though.
actually, you
Yeah.
got all these advertisements now. I don't know if you're seeing them like I am about black seed oil clearing all the
Uh,
parasites out of your intestinal
Yes,
lining and
yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah, we did.
What
Yeah,
do
we
you
did
know
the whole
about that?
parasite. We did the whole parasite podcast, which I don't know if you tuned in for that, but that's one of the things we talked about was, there's this whole thing now in the U.S. where all of a sudden parasites, people are, in the U.S. according to the public health officials, there's no parasites in the U.S. That's been the line for the past 50 years or so. And I don't know why. And people are like, okay, fine. But the rest of the world, meanwhile, is taking antiparasitics at least twice a year. Basically, the entire rest of the world. Maybe not Canada, some of the colder countries, but anybody, any place south, and it's just a normal part of life, right? Because these parasites, you got to treat, you got to get rid of them every once in a while. In the U.S., we never did that, and the climate is such that it really wasn't that big of a deal. And really, people do have parasites in the U.S. There's no doubt about it, and most are probably not going to cause many issues for you. So I think it doesn't, as I said on the podcast, it doesn't hurt necessarily to deworm yourself or to take a anti-parasitic, except you can overdo it, of course, and then you can end up because sometimes these parasites help with digestion and different things. And you never know. You have a microbiome that's very it's got a balance to it. If you disrupt that balance with a drug, it can change things, and and you
Balance.
never know.
Yeah.
And some of these, like I said, some of these parasites are good. In fact, there's people studying parasites for weight loss, and they're actually very, very good at allowing people to lose weight because they take up space in the stomach or the gut. It sends signals to the brain that you're not hungry, and so like obviously people don't want to get infected with parasites typically to lose weight. but it's one option for weight loss that people are looking at and have looked at for a while.
Huh.
And then he
I can't hear everything you're saying, so
said,
I'm gonna
I was
have to
just saying,
play
I
back
was
and get the
talking really fast.
transcript and stuff to actually read it.
I was talking
What's
about
that?
weight loss and parasites. I was talking about weight loss and parasites, and that there are people that have used or looked at using parasites for weight loss, and it's actually quite effective because they
Oh,
take
you
up
mean
space.
tapeworms? Yeah.
That take other things as well. They take up space, which sends signals to your brain that you're full, and so you're not as hungry, and they also absorb some nutrients. If there's again, it's a little bit
I'm
of a risk
passing
because they absorb
Google
some nutrients.
headquarters here, and
You're driving.
yeah, I'm on the metro heading to Dulles International
Oh,
Airport,
you're riding.
plotting my escape.
To where? Where are you
You
going?
know, I don't know. Well, I'm just going to the airport to look at it and to marvel at all
you're,
the
you're,
people
not,
crisscrossing
you're
each
not getting on a plane. You're
other's
not actually getting on a plane.
paths.
You just, man, you got too much free
No,
time
I'm
on
not
hands.
plane. I'm not allowed
Interesting.
to get on a plane.
Why? You're banned? Why are you not allowed to get on a plane?
No fly
Al?
person or not, I might be. What?
Why are you not allowed to get on a plane? I want to hear this
They're
story.
announcing stuff. What did you? I'm joking.
I didn't hear you.
Our
So,
doors closing. Okay, so basically, I don't know if I'm allowed or not. 'Cause I haven't been.
you don't
So
know
technically,
if
I
you're
am. I
allowed
mean, I've got the
to.
clear or pre or whatever they call that thing,
Yes, then you're
but
allowed.
I'm pretty safe.
Yes,
What's
I
that?
agree. I agree. You're pretty safe. I think they should let you on a plane.
You agree?
Not sure why they would not let you on one.
Yeah. Today's June 14th, though. It's the anniversary of the Army, 251 years,
Is it?
and Flag Day. And they're going to have
Oh, it's Flag Day.
fireworks down at the mall at
Okay.
apparently 11:30 at night for some reason, probably for Donald Trump's birthday.
All right. Okay.
That is, apparently they took down Donald Trump's name off the Kennedy Center yesterday.
I heard. I heard that.
So
Yeah, I heard
that's
that.
something. I don't know if they took it down or not, though, because I also heard there was the board made some sort of like injunction against taking the letters
Yeah.
off. It's like, how silly can
You
we
just,
be? Um,
I just the whole
I
thing
don't
is
know.
ridiculous, man.
There's got to be a limit to our silliness as a
You think so? Will
species.
you?
But you know what
I bet.
I'm big on is the fact we're made up of so many different species. Generally, each one of us like smart housing for bacteria
Yeah, it's true.
and
Very true.
phages. We must have phages in us
Many,
to
many.
keep our
Many
bacteria in check, right?
we'll have to keep our. Yes. 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 Many pages and actual regular viruses too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the whole spectrum
It's just
and parasites.
fascinating how we forget that we're so interlaced with everything else.
But and actually, there's more of them than there are of you, which is I find the most fascinating thing about it. 10 times more to 100 times more are the estimates, depending on which kind of math you do. But you're more microbe than man, actually. Every one of us. And it's kind of fucking
We're
for
at
your head when you think
Reston.
about it, doesn't
We're at Reston Town Center right now. What are we looking at on your end? Where are you?
it? The beach. We're just looking at the beach. I think.
You're
I don't know which
looking
way.
at
I
the
just set my
beach.
phone down. I think so. I
It's
set my
just
phone
like
down.
gray.
Oh, that's my
Am I
bag. No,
looking at the sky?
no, you have the camera turned the wrong way. How about that?
Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the
There you
Pacific
go.
Ocean. Hey, we got Lee
Yes.
Penman here from New York City, or maybe New Jersey. Hi, Lee. How
Okay.
you doing? Where are you? Um, he's been doing some interesting stuff at the gallery called Pen and something. I can't remember what. Um, he'll
What
come
gallery?
back to me one of these days. I've
In
got to get
DC?
Lee on here one of these days. Hey, Lee, you want to join the Everyday Junglist and me?
Yeah, hop on,
We
buddy.
can throw a third one into the mix. I don't know if he's
He's
there or
gonna say
not.
no freaking way.
Let's see. He's in New York City until July 5th. He just texted
Okay.
us.
Well, you can still get on Zoom from. You can still get on the phone from New York City.
Pen
It works
and
there, I think.
Brush. The gallery's called Pen and Brush. What did you say, Dan?
I said the phone still works from New York City. I think. I'm pretty sure. You can still hop on the internet in New York City.
Yeah, there's a big deal going on in New York City. A First Amendment event. Jane Fonda was talking about it on The Daily Show on Monday,
Huh.
and it's happening today. I don't know if it's playing yet. I've got it set up to look at it on YouTube. And yeah, that's kind of cool. It's called
Huh.
Rise Up and Sing Out, riseupsingout.com, I think.
Huh.
So that's a public service announcement to everybody. Jane Fonda, Patti Smith, they're all going to be doing like, power to the people. Or, no, it's people have the power, isn't it? Anyway,
And you know her, don't you? You guys were best friends, right? You told me last week.
what's that?
You know Jane Fonda, don't you? Can you tell me a story about her? No, that wasn't her. That's somebody else. Some other hippie person, I think.
Tell me the story. What are you talking
You
about?
were telling me. You were telling me a story last week. I thought last time we talked, you told me some story about some famous hippie person you met. You know a lot of those famous hippie people, so I don't know. I don't know them as well.
I find them interesting, because they're actually, just normal people. But Jane
I
Fonda
know.
is like
I know.
88 years old.
It's
She's
crazy. It's
crazy
crazy.
old, but she's like, looks.
What did
I
she?
mean, the
So what did
makeup
she
does
do?
what it
Did she?
does, but
So, so what did she
she's an
do? Was she ever
activist,
like? But what did she do back in the day? Like,
who's
why was
being an
she famous?
activist.
That's what she was
Oh,
back in
she
the
was
day too.
famous as an actress, right? Because she was in Barbarella.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember that
Barbarella, that
movie? It was
robot movie.
like one of the
That was like
worst movies ever made.
a robot movie or something. I think.
Yeah, and then she
Barbarella.
went to Vietnam, though, and basically went to like North Vietnam and met with people, and it was not,
Yeah, came in.
She was basically like really pilloried by the press, and people still,
Yeah,
think very
we're going to
negatively
Vietnam.
of her for doing that.
Huh,
And
huh.
uh, in general, I think that the people who were anti-war were right. I think we
Yeah.
still are right. All us hippies.
Yes, I know. I agree,
I
man.
love
The
your
hippies were
take on the
correct.
hippies.
The hippies were correct. They were correct.
Tell me
They were
all
actually correct.
your Tell me your opinion of hippies.
I think they're great. I mean, I wish they behaved more often.
No, I
I
thought that you
I
were
don't go
kind
with
of
that.
down on the
No,
whole hippie
I'm
thing.
only down on the the lifestyle around the not being clean thing. I just that bothers me. I know that's not everybody, but I just don't get that. And they're not shaving the thing. I don't like that. But the women, sorry, I call me old fashioned or whatever, but I can't. I don't know. Something about me. I just can't get into that. So
Well, it's
other than
been
that, I think they're great.
singularly ineffective in some ways. I mean, it depends on your
Oh yeah,
perspective. Now
yeah,
I'm looking at Amazon Web Services, AWS
yeah. And
building. They're
look
good
how
building.
effective young people are
I used
today.
to work for a company based there, the
Yeah,
place we're just passing now.
yeah,
All these Northern Virginia, organizations. There's so many contracting companies that serve the federal government. They sprang up
yeah,
in 2000 and after with George W. Bush downsizing
yes,
the government and outsourcing everything to these contracting
yeah,
companies.
yeah,
It's just such a money pit, you know,
yeah.
quite astonishing. Now I'm looking
Well,
at a
the
bunch of
hippies.
pine trees,
Hey, at least the hippies did something,
but
Hal. You know, you can criticize them all you want, but at least they did something. I mean, they tried, sort of. I mean, nobody today is doing jack shit. so, so hey, where are the hippies when we need them? Because at least they did something. You know what I mean?
like I
Whereas
said, I got
today,
a place like, oh, wow, I'm at the departure zones. I'm going to be getting off of this thing. I'll be able to hear you sing.
I see. Well,
I can't really hear anything, but I am looking at,
there's no one
oh,
listening
this is
anyways.
kind of cool. The Air and Space Museum, Udvar Hazy Center is there. That's a cool place
Where?
to visit. Man, I bet I
Yeah,
could
I
get a
like that.
lift over there. That would be
I was there
kind
as
of
a kid.
nice. Pretty easy to pick up a cab at the airport, right?
Should be.
And what I think is fascinating, of course, is that there are people flying in from all over the world. Now,
Yeah.
Innovation Center. I didn't even know this. There's a metro station center called Innovation Center. How about that? A center for innovation.
Yes, there's lots of
Y'all
those
are
around.
innovating, right? Are you still with that company, the Brazilians?
Yes, I'm still with. Well, I'm with multiple. Well, yep, yep. I am. We're working on stuff. I'm still working on
You're
stuff.
the chief science officer, right?
Well, well, yes and no. It depends. So there's a couple companies actually at the moment. There's two companies, and I'm actually CEO of one and CSO of the other. So there you go, dual appointment, dual executive, dual executive roles. And so far, our
Yeah.
total our profits are huge at zero. Our revenue is also massive at zero, and our product lines are also humongous with no products. So they're very successful right out the gate. No, but these are startups, Alan. That's the startup world. So you have a period where you go through where you have ideas and you have concepts and you have things to do and you have a business, but it's not really a business in the sense of you're making money with it. It's a business in the sense of it's an idea. and I think it's a good one. So I'm working on it still.
Oh, we
We'll
got
see
a
where it goes.
question here. Bruno Batati has asked us, are you Americans drawing a line to Trump today? And I don't know. Oh, there
Where's
you are.
Bruno?
You're
Where's Bruno
walking. I
from?
can see you're in your hat.
Where's Bruno from? Where's Bruno from? Is Bruno from Italy? Where's Bruno
What was
from?
that?
Where is Bruno from? That he's saying you Americans. He's not an American?
Where's Bruno from? I don't know. Bruno,
Yes.
where are you from? Write in the messages where you're from.
Yeah, obviously he's not from America.
I think somebody else wrote something. It looks like Bruno wrote a whole bunch of stuff. He's saying something about hippies were infiltrated by the CIA and by Charles Manson.
Yes.
Yeah,
I forgot
that's
about that.
true.
I heard that.
That's very true. I might be a useful idiot. I think I might be a useful idiot. What do you think?
Well, you're an idiot. I know that part's right. I'm not sure what the, the useful part. I don't know what the
Yeah, I
useful.
think I'm
That's
an idiot.
a stretch.
I think I'm.
That's a bit of
I
a
think I'm
stretch.
a real moron. But I
Yeah.
mean, why would anybody do what I do?
I don't know. I don't know why you would ride
Doesn't
around in the
make any
subway just to go to the
sense.
airport. Going to the airport for no reason to me is really like not a good thing. I don't like the
And
airport
I'm
all that
not
much.
going to get on a plane. I'm just going to the airport to look at people, to do people
That's what
watching,
I think they call those
and to
people
say,
creeps, or
you
maybe or,
know,
they arrest
why
people for that. I
interview
think sometimes.
people? We could just start randomly stopping people and interviewing them, saying, "Hey, what's your deal?"
Yeah, you could do that. That would go over
Wouldn't
really
that be
well,
fun?
especially today.
There's a Marriott over here. I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at a plane leaving at high speed. And there's the airport itself. Have you ever been to Dulles International Airport?
I have many times. Yes, I hate it there. I hate that airport.
It's a pretty
I just don't
weird
like that
looking
airport.
place.
That was those weird bus
What's
train,
that?
whatever deal things they have, those like weird train car things or whatever that take you out to the terminals. Those like old fashioned freaking, I don't know what they are, but I don't know. I don't like it. Not a fan. Dulles.
Well, they haven't had a metro stop here until just recently. They ran the Silver Line. I've never taken the Silver Line out here before. So I kind of wanted to test out whether it was possible and where they
Uh-huh.
would drop me off. It looks like they're dropping me off pretty far from the arrivals. I'm going to get
So
out.
you actually took it. So this is
So
a new
I'm going to
line that
get
you're
out
riding
there.
here.
Yeah.
So you're talking to yourself, sitting in. Well, pretty typical for the subway, I guess. Talking to yourself like a crazy man.
What's that?
Talking to yourself like a crazy man in the seats. That's pretty
I
typical for the
can't hear a
subway.
damn thing.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think the people that are listening can hear. I hope.
There's just so
Not
much
actually. I hope
background
they can.
noise from the wheels, of these electric trains.
Yes,
It's fun.
there is.
Landscape vision. We wanted the Dulles design to stand out from the natural patterns and its details, yet work within the larger landscape. Well, that was a fail.
Yeah. I like this whole discussion has been so far. I
All right, I'm
can't
going to
help.
turn you up so I can hear you now. I was trying not to disturb the other passengers
I
because,
see.
people object to this. You know,
Well, they
they
do, especially
really
me.
object to people videoing. And what's that?
And especially me. I get objected to quite often. Very
You do
objectionable
what
person.
too
Yes.
often?
I get objected to quite often. I'm a very objectionable person, I think. I must be.
You're objectionable. Well, we know you're objectionable. Who else gets banned for life from Medium?
I
I
don't know.
still think that's
I'm
just
sure
the
other people
best.
have. I'm sure other people
Well,
have
I
been.
think it's
Besides
just
me.
charming that it was because of
It's fine.
your writing was taken too
Yes, I know.
seriously.
You're correct.
The whole
Yes.
idea that they didn't
Great.
get satire, that they didn't
Yes,
understand
I
your
know.
sense of humor.
I know. Well,
It's just,
yeah. I mean,
uh,
I don't want
you
you
want to
to.
move off from
I'm gonna
that
get into it.
topic, I can tell.
I do. I pissed off pisses me off still to this day. I'm gonna get into it. So I've already read about it. I'm done. I'm done with it. I really am done with it. But speaking of not done with the Stacky Awards, hey, let me get a plug in. I came up
Oh,
with this
right. We're
idea
going to talk about
in
the
like 10
Stacky
minutes.
Awards.
Yes, it's huge. Apparently, it's really big now. There's at least 2 or 3 people in Substack of the 3 million users that are really into this, including me. So it's
When
going to
you
be a
say the
massive
3
show.
million users on Substack,
I saw it on. I read that today in a newspaper. I was doing a Google search. I came across something about Substack. They said there are 3.5 million users, which I have a hard time believing. But anyway, active users. And
well,
I heard it's as high as 25 million. Actually, look at it. So I don't believe that for a second, actually. But who knows? They're not looking at my
Hmm.
shit. I can tell you that much because because I'm not contributing to that 3.5 million very much. That's for sure.
Huh.
Anyhow, but of
It's
the three
so
and a half million,
nice. Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Hell, you're all breaking up.
3.5 million.
Yep.
I'm breaking up.
So three
Oh,
people are involved in this. I'm really into this. So 0.0000001%. I think something like that. If I do the math in my head.
Right, the millions. Right.
Very, very
Well, you
small
know,
number of
I
people who
whenever
are
I walk down the street, I think in terms of billions of people. Every eight, if you see 8 or 9 people, you're seeing a billionth of the world population.
1 billion. Yes, that's amazing.
Uh, one
No one, you have no
billionth.
conception of how big a
Yeah,
billion is.
and of course,
Hard to have a conception of that.
yeah.
Big
I
number.
don't know, man. It just seems to me
Yeah.
that it's pretty crowded. But then again, apparently we can handle more. And you know,
I have, and I have a good conception of small numbers. I talk to other people who read
why?
my stuff. I'm well acquainted with small numbers. Very well acquainted.
As far as Jackies go, you've got 3 nominations right now. There's three.
No, I've got
I'll
15
nominate some
nominations.
people
I'm
before
just, I was
next
being, I was
Thursday.
exaggerating. I was
15.
exaggerating.
Okay,
I
15.
was being funny. I was being funny and
So
exaggerating.
5 millions.
Yeah, I have there's 15
Five.
subjects. I have 15 nominations. But I have several people who say they will, including you, who say they will be sending in nominations. So we'll have at least 20 or 30, I think, by
That's
the
good.
time it's over. So
Well, that's really good. Hey,
I
there's a
guess,
moving sidewalk that takes you all the way to the terminal. I want to see how far
yeah.
I can get before somebody stops me. But this is fun, you know.
And you got a board.
Archaeology is what we
And that's
found.
fun to you. That's fun to you, huh? You got quite a life there, Hal.
And
Quite exciting life.
get this. In 2011, archaeologists investigated land to be developed for the Silver Line Metro Rail to
Yeah,
identify, protect, and learn about significant archaeological resources that might be in its path.
yeah.
An excavation of Dulles Rail 1 site recovered 486 prehistoric artifacts, numerous projectile points. I'm showing those projectile points now.
No.
Stone
Where was
tips,
this?
blah, 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 blah. Right here where the metro station is. And
Huh.
there was occupied during the early Archaic period, about 10 to 8,000
The
BP,
early
whatever BP
archaic. Yeah.
is, before the present, I guess. And one type reflecting their, yeah, I thought it was used to be BCE. Now we're doing BP.
BP. I've just not seen BP. That must be new. I've not
Before
seen
the
BP
present.
before.
Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, one
Before the
type is
present.
reflecting their presence during the late Archaic period, 5,000 to 3,000 before the
Huh.
present. And then they must have abandoned it for about 3,000 years. And
Yeah.
this is a shithole country. So, anyways, revealing the early universe is all kinds of, it's very interesting. They got things to entertain me on the walls here about the staggering structure and nearby spiral galaxies.
The
Nice.
question is, why are you not entertained at home? Why do you have to go out to be entertained in this manner? You
Well,
don't have anything at
I
home to
usually
entertain you?
do sit around at home, but I'm trying to break in these
I
new
see.
shoes I got
Ah,
for my
I
front
got
of
you.
house gig at the Daily Provisions because the shoes I had were cheap and they were killing me. So I went and
I
bought
see.
some new
Yeah, yeah.
shoes, the Comfort One. They're called Hokas. You want to see my shoes, folks? I got
Hocus.
my, whoops,
Ho-
got to the end of the moving walkway. They didn't
Hocus.
announce the end of the moving walkway. You ever seen Airplane? You remember
Yeah, I see
Airplane
it.
at all?
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those movies.
This,
What's his name? Nielsen. Yeah, what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name.
yeah, Leslie Nielsen. He was
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen. That's it.
fantastic.
Yeah, he's funny.
Don't call me
Funny
Shirley.
looking dude. He's a weird looking dude. He's got a big nose. Yeah.
Hmm. You talk
Crazy good.
about weird looking dudes.
He
Are you gonna
is,
get
man.
on
He's a weird looking
camera
dude. I
for
think.
us? We're talking about weird looking dudes.
Me? No, no. I'm not. Hey, I'm not camera ready. I'm never. I'm not
No,
a camera. I'm a voice
I'm
actor
getting camera
at
ready. I'll
best.
swing around. I'll talk to people. There I am.
Yeah.
So I've got my Rex Foundation hat on. I'm advertising for the Rex Foundation,
What is the Rex Foundation?
the
What is
charitable
that?
arm of the Grateful Dead.
Oh,
They
I see.
give
Yeah.
grants to, music and arts things. They try to boost people,
But
and
no
so
science, huh?
that's
They don't give grants to
kind
scientists.
of nice. Apparently,
Do they give any?
they often will research. Well, then maybe they will if they ever discover you. The thing is,
That'd be great,
they
man. They just look
give
at it.
these small grants. They've given about $10 million since 1987, which is not a huge amount,
Yeah.
but
How small is small?
they do it by basically researching these things, and people don't even know that they're up for one.
I
They
never even heard about it.
promise them. So
Huh.
random. No, of
So
course
they are
not.
the Rex Foundation. How big are the grants that they give? Like $10,000 or something, five thousand
Yeah,
dollars. Like,
something like that. $10,000 or
okay,
so. Yeah, I think it's probably the top level. I
I
can
think it's some
ask.
funding to
I mean,
help with mine.
I know what one of the
With
board
mine.
members. He leads the Everyone Orchestra.
Okay.
The Everyone Orchestra, basically, he gets up in front with a bunch of jam band musicians
Uh huh.
and holds up his whiteboard that says D, and they start jamming in that key, listening to
I
each
see.
other and improvising the music, which is
I
kind of
see.
a cool idea, you know.
Yeah,
But
it is.
if it
It is.
works, your artists really have to be good listeners,
Yeah,
you know,
that's to be
pull
hard.
that
I
off.
think. Yeah, for sure.
Terminal. There's a
I
split
could use.
here. I don't know for sure which way I should be going. I guess it depends on what flights I'm looking for. Oh, the Aer
Since you're not going.
Lingus
Since you're not actually going to the airport, you probably don't. Doesn't really probably matter. Not actually getting on a plane. I don't think it matters necessarily.
doesn't really matter. Yeah. Oh, this terminal is not as interesting. Although Iceland Air, Lufthansa, Swiss, Turkish Airlines, over
I
on
like
this side,
Lufthansa.
this side has more international arrivals. I want to see people arriving from international places, you know.
Yeah, who's coming to the U.S. anymore these days for international? It could be crazy to do that. I guess the World Cup,
Crazy to come to the
maybe.
U.S.
I mean, fucking, it's insane. Why would you come here and get harassed by ICE, potentially end up in El Salvador or some shit? I would never come here in a million years.
People are
That
coming
would
in
be
for
crazy to do that.
conferences all the time. I mean, I think
I would be scared too.
probably something in the neighborhood of like probably about 25% of my customers at Daily Provisions
Yeah.
and by DuPont Circle are probably foreigners.
Yeah, I can't believe they're still coming. I would be scared shit. Let's come here. Especially
Yeah,
after seeing
well,
what's going on at the World Cup. I mean, they're just arresting people left and right for no reason. I mean, just like, it's like, you're deported, sorry. You're out of here.
actually, I'm in connection, sort of obliquely, with a guy who got deported back to Honduras. He had lived here like all his life since he was a child,
That's fucking crazy
and
shit, man.
yeah, it's just crazy. But there's
Stupid.
something about power and fear
I can see that
and
happening to me one day. Just in Mexico
othering.
here. It sucked. It
Yeah,
would really
I just
suck.
don't buy it. What about Mexico?
I can just see that happening to me one day. Sorry, you gotta go home. You're deported. We don't like foreigners anymore. And then I'm stuck. I got all this shit here, my house, all my life here, and I gotta go. I gotta go leave. I gotta leave now because somebody doesn't like foreigners. I just,
That's right.
it
It
really
can
sucked. It
happen.
really
Well,
blew.
right now they're pretty tolerant of you, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now, but you know how things change, and then there is an anti-Americanism, especially after how we treat them. You know, there's a shit ton of that. Not a shit ton, but there's some. And if it got into the higher levels of government, which it could, it could be just like the U.S. situation. It's to blame the foreigners for everything that's wrong in your country. It's easy to do that. That's why we don't have any jobs. So meanwhile, here I am, a Mr. Foreigner in your country. An easy target. So you know,
Yeah,
would
it's
suck.
crazy.
Would really suck. But that's why Jen's trying to get citizenship,
We,
to
well,
protect
that
us from
was what
that.
I
But
got out of Ken Burns' American Revolution thing, right? He did the Civil
yeah,
War, which I really liked. But then he did the
yeah.
American Revolution. My wife and I, we watched the whole thing. I'm going to watch it again soon, I guess, because I really have to get it through my head. And he said, we both said after we watched it, the main message was, we suck. We've always sucked. We
We
continue to
suck.
suck.
What do you mean by what is it? How do you say that? In what way?
Well, in just about every way conceivable, because they were pointing out all of the hypocrisies in
Yes,
America. I picked up a book by Reinhold Niebuhr not too long back, and you know who Reinhold Niebuhr is?
I don't. But
He was a theologian, and he wrote this book in 1952 that's called "The Irony of American History." And in
okay.
'52, he called it all out, which
Yeah,
I love. But at the same time,
yeah,
I'm also duly horrified by
yeah.
our aspirations and how far we fall from those aspirations.
Yes. Complete lip service to all of our founding ideals, if that even. Don't even bother with lip service anymore. Doesn't seem like
Ooh,
it's like too
baggage
much trouble to
claim.
even give too much trouble to even give lip service to the ideals and freedom and whatnot. Who cares? Who cares about freedom? That's old school.
Yeah, well,
We don't
we
care about that anymore.
give lip service to it, and we really believe in this American exceptionalism,
Yeah, yeah. Some
and
people do.
it's like you can so see that that cannot be correct.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty obvious. You know, the thing is, a lot of people don't go anywhere. They never left the U.S. They don't know, or they don't watch any other news. I mean, they don't know what's happening in the world. I think is a lot of it. People are ignorant, and so if you don't know anything else, yeah, you're gonna say you're the greatest, no matter what happens.
You know what I did back in 2006? I was just looking at the flight from Paris. I flew to Rome for New Year's Eve, just for New Year's Eve, in the 2005 and 2006 turnover. I was dating a girl who happened to be in Rome at the time, and I decided I'd like to go and spend New Year's Eve with her. She was actually based in Philadelphia, but originally from Sardinia. It was so much fun just to get on the airplane here, fly over, fly back the next day. It was crazy. But it was like, you only live once.
You're easily amused, Hal. You're getting out of airplane. You're easily amused. That's good. I
What's
like
that?
that. I said you're easily amused. Getting out of airplane was fun for you, huh?
Yeah, I
That's
mean, it
good
was
to me.
$800 or something to do it, but I could spend New Year's Eve with my girlfriend
Yeah,
in Rome. And
yeah, that's really
we
nice,
only
man.
live once, so why not? Is there a
Heck
flight
yeah.
from Rome? Yeah,
Once I
the
get my
flight from
time
Rome
citizenship,
right
I'm going.
now is in customs.
Yeah.
The
They had the
two,
court hearing. June 9th was the big court hearing in Italy, but they haven't announced the results yet, or the hearing results. And if it goes the right direction, I will be an Italian citizen very soon here, which
what's
will be
that?
great. There was the court hearing, so I'm trying to become an Italian citizen. I told you about this, I think, a few times. I've been working on it for like 5 years now.
Right.
And there was a court on June 9th, this last Monday. There was the final court hearing on this thing. And if it went the right way, they haven't released the verdict yet. But if it goes the right way, I'll be an Italian citizen very soon,
Italian
probably within the
citizen.
next three
Right,
months.
right, right, right. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, that'd
Yes,
be nice. And then you have all the EU, right? Not
correct.
just Italy.
That's the point. And that's the main reason of doing it. Well, that's one of the reasons. But there's a lot of reasons to do it. But
Well, my
uh,
then girlfriend, she also became a U.S. citizen for the same reason. It was so that she could
yeah.
leave the U.S. with the idea that she could come back easily, but she never
Hmm.
intended to come back. She went to
Yeah.
Dublin. I think that's where she is now. She's got her own design firm called Flowy Flamingo, which my wife and I think is kind of okay. That's very typical, but Daniela,
Flamingo.
she's such a character. That's what I love
Chloe
about
Flamingo.
people, right? People are characters, or they're incredibly dull sometimes.
Yeah.
Who's the judge?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Who's
am.
the
I'm the judge.
judge?
I say
You're
I
the
am.
judge? Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
I definitely am
I
capable of
think
it.
judging is the best, really, as long as you don't take it too
That's
damn
the best.
seriously. And as long as you recognize that everybody is judging you just as much as you're
Yes.
judging them.
Oh, you don't even know how I
This
judge
is
myself. Oh my god. Talk about harsh.
this is a lot of
I'm
fun.
getting harsher than
I like being in an airport. I don't know why I
hell. You
like
are
being in
weird.
an airport. Well, it's kind of like watching these people crisscross each other's paths. I have
Yeah.
no connection with them. I'll probably never see these people again. This is probably the closest we're ever going to get, and we're never going to know each other. But look at all of them.
I,
Each one of them has an interior life, maybe as
yep.
rich as mine, maybe richer.
Probably not though. I doubt it. I think most of them are just like, fuck, man, I want to get out of here. Why do I get home?
Yeah,
I
well, it's
remember I
part of
travel
the
all the time for
behavior,
work. I
right?
travel a lot.
You
I,
think about
I
how
spent probably,
unconscious your average person is, right?
oh yeah, yeah, I know.
Semi-conscious. I mean,
I mean, I was
uh,
traveling.
we've
Go ahead,
talked
Elsa.
before about the movie Wings of Desire, right?
Probably.
Anyway,
I don't
in
remember
which
it though.
the main stars are angels, and they
Okay.
cannot be seen by the humans. They can be seen by children, but they can't be seen by the humans. And they
Uh
just
huh.
range around listening to people's thoughts. They don't
Okay.
intervene. They're totally dispassionate. They're just recorders, basically, of everything of eternity. And they've been
Okay.
around forever. And then one of them falls in love with a trapeze artist and drops down into reality.
Let's see.
And that was Bruno Ganz as the actor. Beautiful film, very nicely shot. The sequel, not so great, but Far Away, So Close has its points. Peter Falk is in both of them as himself. You remember
Here, the
Columbo,
Pink
right?
Panther. The Pink Panther. Right? That's the Pink
No, no, no,
Panther.
no, no, no.
No, that's not Peter Falk. I thought that was Peter
Peter
Falk
Falk
also.
is Columbo, right?
That's
Remember
close.
Columbo? And
No, I don't,
the
but I've
Pink
heard of him.
Panther is Peter Sellers.
Oh, Peter Sellers. Oh, Peter. That's
Yeah,
close.
and Peter Sellers was in Doctor Strangelove. You've
Oh
ever
yeah,
seen that?
yeah. Love that movie. Great
Yeah,
movie,
isn't
dude.
that
Yeah, I love
great?
that movie.
Isn't that
Oh, that movie.
brilliant? And it's actually
It's
so
a great movie.
realistic. It's scary. It's still
Yeah, it's
that
a
way.
great movie.
In the
Stanley
Pentagon.
Kubrick, right? I think it's Stanley Kubrick, isn't it? Stanley Kubrick
Gentlemen, you can't fight in
or
here.
David
This is
Lynch?
a war room.
It's Stanley Kubrick, right? Is the director?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Which is interesting.
He was
Very
kind of
interesting.
brilliant.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
All of his films, I mean, they're also different, but they're also, on point.
Yeah,
I'm going to walk down to the other end of this and I'm going to go back to the metro, get back on and go home.
nice.
But it's
I'm going home
just
myself.
weird, there's a lot of people here that international flights coming in, people
Come on, Iggy.
crisscrossing each other's paths. And, it's a great disease vector, right?
It is. Yeah, airports are a great place to spread disease, for sure.
Well, they blended.
Yeah,
They blend the diseases all together.
yeah.
Ah, as a TSA staff, I used to work for TSA. That was my last gig. I was an enterprise architect for TSA.
For CSA, the CSA people, the security.
Yeah, Transportation Security Administration.
Oh, you work for them? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was my
Never
last
went with.
gig. I did it for about 2020 to 2024.
Oh, shit.
So not
Why'd you leave?
quite. Huh?
Why'd you leave?
Basically, I was subbed, and the Prime said we don't want him anymore. I just
Sub. I
one
don't know
year
what that means. What does that
earlier
mean?
to the
Sub.
day, 1 year
What does
to
that
the
mean?
day,
Sub.
huh? A
What does that mean? Sub.
subcontractor.
Oh, you were a
Subcontractor.
subcontractor. Okay,
Somebody has the
I see.
prime contract, and then
I
they
see.
supply other companies
I see.
supply workers to them,
I
to
see.
fill out their docket, make sure that they're
Yeah.
all there. And they've entered
Yeah.
into it together, to win
Yeah.
the contract. So that
Yeah.
happened. Then my company was sold because the owner retired and was bought by some other venture capital. And
I
then,
see.
they didn't really know me from Adam, and I was just another
Yeah.
asset. So,
Yeah.
they would pay the government like $250,000 a year for my services, and I saw about 100,000 less of that a year. That's how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
And well, to tell the story, I mean, it was pretty simple. The year before that, year to the day before that, the prime had come to me and said, "Please, will you take over as the program manager for this contract to save it because the government doesn't like our program manager." And he's
Right.
stuck his foot in his mouth one too many times, and they want him
Yeah.
gone, and we're going to throw him over. Nobody else wants to pick up the ball. So I said, sure, I'll do it. And the
Okay.
government people all said, oh, yeah, that's wonderful. You saved the contract. We're going to give you the next year. It was exactly 1 year to the day later. They said, I got the call like, you're done. We're going to be shipping you a box. You can put your computer in it, send it to us, but that's
Huh.
it. I was
And
like,
no reason. Did they give you a reason
I
why? Did they
never
give you a
saw it
reason why?
coming. What's that?
No, you never saw it coming. So there's no reasoning. No reason behind it or anything.
Well, there was a reason behind it, but it was a pretty trumped up one. I thought,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is kind of a little odd. Actually, it was one of the
Huh.
guys that I had rebuilt the team when I was program manager, and
Yeah.
I brought back a guy who actually quit.
Yeah.
He was kind of a millennial type, and
Yeah.
he was sensitive.
Lazy, in other words. So he's
And
lazy.
he was sensitive. And
Yeah.
sometimes I can offend
Yeah.
people. You know where we talked about being offensive?
Yes. Right. Yes. I know.
And I
Yeah. I see.
didn't mean to offend him, but he took offense. And
Yeah.
I think the terms were he found that I was bullying, overbearing, and some other word. I forget what it was. And I'm like,
Nice.
I'm the nicest guy on Substack. What the hell are you talking
You
about?
are, dude. How is that possible? I don't believe it for a second. This dude is a douche.
Well,
You say that right now.
this guy basically, I think he saw that he could do something to me, and he didn't like basically that I corrected it.
I see.
I was like, after high quality. My whole idea of service to the customer is high quality by following simple rules with precision.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course,
That's
if
good.
you're a millennial, that means occasionally you're not being precise, and I might point it out.
Yeah.
And if I pointed it out, I'm like, oh my God, somebody found fault with me. That
Uh-huh.
person's a bad person.
Yeah.
And I never even picked
I,
up
I
on it.
love I love
It
ragging on
just
I'm ragging on them.
blindsided me completely. But at the same
That's
time, I
part of what
said,
happened to
hey,
me.
man, this is the universe doing for me what I can't do for myself.
Yeah.
You know? It's given me the
Yeah.
opportunity to found the Harold B. Gill Foundation, to steward
Yeah.
my late father's legacy. I can focus on that, which I've done poorly by my standards. But,
In what
then I
sense? Why do
started
you need? Why have you
focusing.
done it for?
Hey,
Why do you say you done it for? You got me on the board of directors. I'm on
well,
your
that's
board,
right.
so
That's right.
that's a huge win. That's a huge win right there. I mean, geez,
It is a huge
most
win. And
people,
I just got
most
somebody
foundations
else.
would, would be
You got to meet the
ecstatic.
board. You got to
I
meet the
do.
rest of the
I'd like to.
board because there's a guy named Jacob who just joined, and I like
Okay.
looked him up, and apparently he was like Biden's chairman of aesthetics for
Aesthetics.
architecture or something
What?
like
Luna,
that.
Inky. Luna.
But Biden fired him
Really?
after just being in for like January to June or something. He was only in for like 6 months.
Fired by Biden. Okay, I understand.
If
Okay.
this is
All right.
indeed that person, and of course
Yeah.
you never know. It's kind of like on that New Yorker cartoon where they say,
Yeah.
on the internet, nobody can tell you're a dog.
Yeah. Speaking of dogs, my dog's running away. Luna, get back here.
And
What are you
then,
doing?
so what is Inky doing? How's Inky?
Inky's right. He's behaving nicely as usual. Here he is. Say hi.
I heard
You see
some
him?
stuff about the German Shepherd recently. What was the story there?
What about her?
I don't know.
I
You
don't know.
wrote
She's gonna
some
watch the
stuff
story.
about the German Shepherd
No,
very
that's one of
recently.
my it was a one of my fiction stories. She was involved. They were both in it actually.
Fishing story.
I can see how
She.
I can see how much you read my stuff. Al, you're clearly a huge fan of my list here.
Huh. This is interesting. There's clear line and a TSA pre line. I think I got clear. I forget whether I do or don't. I need to figure that out. You know, where you enter all this information and then you can get a card that's clear to help you get through the turnstiles faster. Huh. I'm not going there. Are you with me? Did I lose? I lost you. I lost him. Oh, Bruno, you're an Italian peasant. That's good to know. So I don't know. I must have walked beyond a certain line beyond which I shouldn't walk because he's disconnected or his phone died. That's always possible. I could send him another invite, see what happens. Oh, that's me swinging around. I'm at 38% power. Hmm. There you go. Invite one co-host. Let's see if we can get him back. Send him the invite. There's the clear again. I have to remember whether I got pre or whether I got clear. Yeah, I've got clear. I'm going to head back over to the metro anyway. This has been fun though. I've been seeing people. These are people you would not ordinarily see. Um, the main point being that we are all shaping this world we're in. And all these people in the airport, however many there are at any given time, are a big part of it. Those are departures over there. Let's see what the departures are. Where are people going? And when are they going there? I love this. Some are going to Albany, Albuquerque, Amsterdam, Anchorage, Athens, Atlanta, Austin, Barcelona, 6:30 p.m., Boston, Bradford, Brussels, Buffalo, Burlington, Charleston, Charlotte, Copenhagen, SAS. On time, 8:20 p.m. It's taken off. I've used that flight in the past. And many partners. Go to Frankfurt, United or Lufthansa, Jeddah, Lisbon, London. Should be a flight to Tokyo somewhere. Ah, no, I don't see a Tokyo flight on the board right now anyway on departures. I guess it departed earlier in the morning or something. No. Venice, though, 5:15 is on time. It's a United flight. And Vienna, Austrian Airlines, they're on time. Zurich, Switzerland, a couple of flights going there, 5:40 and 8:20 p.m. So it's lovely. It's lovely to know that you could just hop on a plane and get somewhere far away or close by, as the case may be. So that is what and doing, and we're going to get back on the metro and go home. East security to all gates. Oh, let's see. You should take a look at Elementary Particles by Hillebeck. Okay. Going to go out before the storms arrive. Casual Conversations by Supertramp. Young List is gone. Yeah, Jim List is gone. I'm just in the time. All right. Yeah, he's gone. He's invited to rejoin, but I don't think he will because I think his phone died. That's my suspicion. But it was fun to do. And I'm down to what, 38%? Got 14 of you on board. That's probably actually like 12 because Everyday Junglist and me, we were together. So yeah, it's not structured, but we have a good time doing it most of the time. And this time I was doing something a little odder than usual. Most of the time I'm just, holding forth from the bunker and I don't really do much about getting out amongst people. But I love doing this. This is great. And people's t-shirts, I can examine the people a little more without an interlocutor. Nice looking pup, man. It's about people moving around like the life of electrons, like you in the airport. Yep. I think of the things as like Brownian motion, just buffeted by this and that. I think actually I need to go back inside, go down a level, get back to the metro. Let's do that. I'd like to go to the airport. It's 3:58. That was a little late. Maybe some other time. 4 o'clock. Hmm. Another level down somewhere. Can't see. Russian flyer. Oh, I'm not sure about that. So I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. Do I need to get in there and go down? How do I get to the metro from here? Down. Russian flyer. Nobody down here. Let's see. How do you do it? It says up. Garage Metro. Go up. So there is an up and a cross thing. Oh, that's it probably. I'll try that. Garage One Metro. Kiss and Fly. Regional buses. 34. Yeah, if I've got that much power, I'm going to use it. I'm going to go down and across. This is so much fun. More fun than a body ought to be allowed to have, really. Garage One Metro. Kiss and Fly. Well, that's an elevator. I think I'm going to use the escalator instead. Hop the metro and go home. Yeah, there's signs though. It's really good having you on board, Lee. You want to come on board? You can cancel every junglist and see if you can come on. Inviting you. Haven't talked to you in a long time, Lee. Let's get you on board. What do you think? You in a position to do it? Hey, there you are.
I don't know. The bird is showing, and not me.
What's that?
I don't know. I had this problem when I used the same computer for a Substack Live a couple of weeks ago. For some reason, Rico's picture comes up, so it looks like you're talking as a bird.
I like it. I like it. Why
I have
not?
no idea. I was
It's
there,
great.
and then I pressed go live. That happened. I have no idea.
Well, that's
Let
fine.
me look at the
Hey, you know
camera.
what else? We
No,
got that
I don't
thing
know.
going
Oh,
on in
there it
New York
goes.
City,
There it
right?
goes. There it
Wouldn't it
goes.
When are you going to New York? Are you going to New York Town Hall for the thing? First
No,
Amendment?
I'm not. I was going to do it, but it's very expensive for one thing.
Oh, when
And
is it happening?
I think it's 8 o'clock tonight. I think so.
Oh, okay. I'll look for it when
Um,
I get back home and YouTube. But yeah,
yeah, it's
I'm
too much of a mixture of people. Although I was telling Jesse this morning, I was once in a video with Peppermint.
with who?
With Peppermint, I think she's appearing tonight.
Oh,
Well, she used to be a drag queen, but now she's
gotcha.
officially trans. But I
Oh,
was in a video with her and Sherry Vine. It's raining men.
great.
The actual It's Raining Men. Not a
I love it.
version of the actual It's Raining Men, the Weather
Right.
Girls song.
Oh, fantastic.
That was like in, oh my God, it must have been 2014 or something like that. A long time ago. It was when I had hair.
Yeah. So for anybody watching, when you mentioned Jesse, you're talking about Jesse Paris Smith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so sweet of her
Um,
on the 25th of, 24th of May, I think it was, to actually cite both of our both of our Substacks in
yeah.
that
Yeah. She's
post she
mentioned
made
mine a
on
few
rainy
times.
day, whatever. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. She mentioned mine a few times. It was really nice of her.
Yeah, I mean it's
But
beyond generous. I just was really knocked my socks off. I came out of that daily provisions, and there it was. Said Jesse Paris Smith has mentioned you, and I was like, she mentioned me? Yeah, well,
it was funny. I was looking at this airport thing. I used to have the same fascination with airports.
yep,
I used to love to go to Heathrow in London and just
right.
watch the plane. I thought it would have been cool just to imagine they could just hop on a plane one day and end up somewhere completely different.
Right. If I had a passport instead of a Metro card,
Yeah, I don't think that's going to take you very far.
I don't have a passport, so I can't just jump on and go back to Copenhagen. Though I'd love to
Yeah,
do it. My friend in Copenhagen, Tina, she is such a lot of fun. And she's holding forth quite often at the opera in
mhm.
Christiana. Have you ever been to Copenhagen?
Nope. I don't know
Well,
why I
you
have to
know, they
think
have
about
these
that. It's a
barracks,
definite
right?
no. I don't
Well, they
know
have
why I
these,
hesitated. Let me think. Have I been there? No.
well, they have these barracks
No,
that were taken over by hippies in the 60s. And the Danish
yeah.
army found themselves unable to displace the hippies. That tells you their effectiveness, I guess. Anyway, so it became a
Friends of ours
commune,
went,
kind of a an independent, autonomous state within Denmark.
yeah.
So I
Friends of
think that
ours went there when I was a kid and brought back one of those little rocks with the statue on it.
ah,
Yeah, I think that's at the entranceway to Copenhagen.
what's that?
And arriving by sea, there's that rock in the middle of the. I don't know. I'm just imagining, so
Huh.
could be
You mean
totally
the rock
wrong.
with the little mermaid on it?
They had to come up with a rock with a statue on it from somewhere. It didn't just
Yeah,
as a
that's
simple.
right. That's right. That's there you go.
It's
It's
like
a
the Statue
little,
of Liberty for New York. You know?
yeah, but it's a very little bronze sculpture. It's not big at all.
Yes.
I spent so many Monday evenings hanging with her. To a little, what do they call it? Little Island, I think, a little
Yeah.
harbor. I live next door to the graveyard. Christian Anderson and Soren Kierkegaard are both.
I think your audio is playing up, pal. Maybe you're going too far underground. I think I'm the only one here now.
Get a little
Oh, there you go
problem
again.
there. Huh?
Maybe it's because you're going
Yeah, I'll be
further
back up.
down.
I'm going to go up. Oh, you know
Okay.
what? Oh, well, I'll just go up the elevator. Okay, let's see if I stay on. Going up to the trains. There's the escalator. Escalators fascinate me. As
Yeah.
well, you know, and I just thought, hey, it's $2.50 cost to go all the way out here to Dulles International Airport.
It's like a.
There we go.
No, I think the
Am I better
subway's
now?
$3 now. I think it is. I don't know anymore
What's that?
because now you pay with your phone. You don't need to have. You just use your phone to pay. So you're not seeing how much
Oh,
you're
right,
actually
right.
spending.
Well,
I was
actually,
going to
I'm
go to
using this
Central
little.
Park
I'm
today.
still using this card.
All
I'm
right.
not using my phone. I could be using my phone. You're right. I
It's
haven't gone
really
that way
handy.
yet. I'm kind of a luddite.
Yeah.
It is what it
I, I
is.
was
Let's see.
I
This
was going
guy
to go
goes
to
to
Central
Ashburn. I gotta
Park.
go.
I was going to go to Central
What's up?
Park today, but I was going to go to Central Park today, but the craziness of last night, I was up till about 3 in the morning with the noise for the Knicks fans after the game last night.
Oh, that.
Oh my
Right.
God. Al,
Uh,
it was like a war zone. I don't care what they say on the news. That was not a celebration. And you can shoot me down, all you Knicks fans, but that was a riot. That was not a celebration. Know the difference. You know what I
hmm,
mean? It was
I hear you.
insane. They
Well,
were shouting and
you know,
screaming
people.
in the streets until 3 in the morning. There was people going by honking their horns in rhythm, dee, 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 and revving cars and police cars, sirens going until after 3 in the morning. And this is Gramercy. This isn't even near Madison Square Garden. It
Huh.
was insane.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just
Well,
don't
I guess
understand why people get so excited over sports.
Well, it
Period.
was like I was saying to Colette this morning, you had a lot of people that were in the bars since the early afternoon, and then you let them out at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night. What do you think's going to happen? You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it's primate behavior, sure, but
it was
it's kind of
lawless.
like,
They were setting fire to school buses up in Times Square.
oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, they set fire to a school bus. They damaged several cars. They were jumping on top of car roofs. 65 arrests, I think, the last time I heard. Policemen injured. I mean, that's not a celebration, folks.
Well, why? And
Well, what I
just
think is,
because
I
of
think,
the basketball?
yeah, but Hal, every time you get a gathering like that, you get instigators infiltrating it and using it as an excuse to cause trouble.
Hmm.
I think it was more infiltration than actual Knicks fans.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, but you gotta, you know, I guess some people just need excitement in their lives so badly.
Now I'm worried about the World Cup. I'm thinking, what the God's name is going to happen for the World Cup now? If
Well,
that's
I
a
heard the
taster,
World Cup like had 50% of its normal attendees, like with
yeah,
like half as many people as they expected. I don't know what to
yeah,
think of all that. There's an
okay,
airplane coming in. There's a jet really low going into its runway. That's fun to watch. I'm always
duck,
fascinated by just travel and movement. And, we could just sit on our computers like you're doing now in New York City
yeah.
and reach out and connect with each other. And all these other people, they're probably connected on their phones somehow. And I don't know. Everyday junglist, he's down in Tijuana. Have you ever met him before?
Yeah, I've seen videos with you before. I just haven't had a chance
Oh,
to
okay.
watch your videos lately. I've been so darn busy.
Yeah, same, same. So I don't know if you've been doing any, but you've been busy with the thing that I was going to help you with, and I'm not helping you with, right? I
Yeah,
feel bad about that.
no, don't,
I
don't,
do.
not at all. We're still offering
I mean, I
one
just,
person 6 hours a day.
well, it
Our
hit me
budget
at a
isn't such
time
that we can afford a full time
when I
employee
just
yet.
started that new gig, and I'm still not acclimated to my new gig. I mean, 2 days a week at the new gig is enough to kill me. I did get new shoes though, so I'm thinking that's going to help.
That makes a difference.
Interesting. Sorry.
Yeah. That makes a difference. When I used to work at my friend's store, when I started there, it was like 7 hours a day on your feet. Like it was killing me, And I only worked there 2 days a
Yep.
week, but I'm dying. I mean,
Well, I'm breaking these in today, and I'm on 2 8-hour shifts Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm off for a bit. Lynn is getting her cataract surgery on her first eye next
yeah.
week, and
Oh, right.
that keeps me out of work for a bit. Yeah, then she getting the other eye done the following week, and hopefully that's really going to sharpen up her vision because bored ear can't see very well at all. She's always
Oh
had
no.
bad eyes, genetically
Yeah.
speaking. Her father was
hmm
actually legally blind.
So was mine.
It was,
Yeah, towards the end of his life.
yep. Yeah.
Oh, I
Not
got something
easy. I
cool.
do think a lot about the blind.
Hal, I got
Here we
something
go.
cool to show you. I got something cool medically to show you. Hang in there, 1 second.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that. Train is making too much noise. I probably ought to let you go, man. I'm going to lose power
Okay.
anyway in a minute.
I was just gonna say I
But
got something
I'm
cool
glad you
to
could
show
dip
you.
in and be a part of it. Yeah? What was that?
This is what I wanted to show you, Hal. The new gadget.
All
You put
right.
this on your arm, and it takes you a blood sample.
How fascinating.
So you literally just
I'm turning this
hold
down a little
that.
bit to be more respectful of my guests. There's an empty seat. There's other people. And we're going to wrap it up. So we'll
Yeah, I
talk
think
again soon, though. We need to go on that walking thing you were talking about, right?
yeah, before the storm starts.
When
I
we
think it's
can.
gonna. I don't think it's gonna start anytime soon, but it's like where you are. It's pretty cloudy.
All right. I'm out
All
here.
right.